Hi, this is Mother Earth Garden Club, or Sandy, as everybody calls me. Anyway, I'm going over the vegetables I'm looking at growing this year. Now, not all of these, obviously. Obviously, I'm going to be giving peppers and all kinds of other plants away. I always at my former workplace, I always take tomato starts, pepper starts, and all kinds of things, celery plants and everything out there and just pass out to the nurses who don't have as much time as I do now that I'm retired. Anyway, so I'm going to go over what kinds of things I have in my seed things. I've got way too many seeds. I'm kind of, one of my kids says I have a plant problem, which is probably true. Okay, going to start with the cantaloupe squash variety. I've got a Minnesota midget from my gardener. I'm going to probably try one plant of those. Table queen squash. I've got a big pumpkin. Not sure I'm going to try that big pumpkin, but we'll see. Another one called table king acorn squash. Mammoth table queen squash. This is a patty pan squash. One of my favorite things. This is a Long Island cheese pumpkin. I want to try this one this year. I'm going to try doing kind of a guerrilla garden thing. Not exactly, but it's on me on my property, not someone else's. But I have some trees in the back. There's just kind of an area that is just kind of wasted space. I'm just going to dig it up, put a little extra compost out there, and just let the pumpkin grow wild. So see what happens. And then I've got zucchini. Now, zucchini last year, I had a serious problem with zucchini. I got squash bugs really bad. I don't like to spray things, so I got a little tiny vacuum cleaner that was handheld battery operated, and I would just go out every morning and clean off any eggs I found on the leaves, and then I would suck up any things that had hatched. So that's what I did with the squash. And I did get plenty of zucchini, although the plants did suffer a bit. I had serious problems with sweet corn last year. I must have had the voles in there because the corn would get about 2 inches tall. I'd come out, it would be laying on the ground and something had eaten it off at the roots. So I'm thinking something underground. Now, I did some research. It said if you get castor oil and you lay that in the row that you plant in, it won't injure the corn, but it'll stop the voles from trying to get at it. So I'm going to try that this year. So I've got some peaches and cream. This was given to me. And then silver queen. This was also given to me. I had a bunch of free seeds this year. This is from Baker Creek. It's called Art Varel White. This is an ornamental corn, so I don't know if I'm going to be growing that or not. We'll see. It's called Japanese Hulless. This is called candy corn, and then it's another thing of peaches and cream. So we'll try those this year. We'll try whatever grows. I had to plant 3 times last year. I did get a few cobs of corn, but hardly anything. Okay, this is the cabbage varieties I'm planting. I love pak choi, bok choy, all those things like that. This is a pak choi white stem. This one what? And this is another pak choi white stem. This is a small one. It's called Baby Milk Choy. It's just small. This is collard greens. I love collard greens. I cook them up. You have to lay them on. You pull out the big stem in the middle, and then you lay them flat, and you roll up the leaves and cut them into ribbons, and then you put them in a pan of chicken broth, and you cook them for a long time. And I cook them with smoked turkey leg. My gosh, they're so good. You'll have to try it. Anyway, that's and that one's called Georgia Southern. And then this is a kohlrabi. Not a lot of people know what kohlrabi is. One of my family's favorite. My mother grew this, and we all loved it. And it grows well. It's great. Over here, I have different onions. I've got some red burgundy onions, that's 2 packages of it. Whoops, that's not an onion. That's a beet seed, and I've got more beets over here in my root vegetables, so we'll see. Okay, I'll put that there. So I've got some Anzen flat onions seeds, and I've got some small onions called white Lisbon bunching onions. Okay? All right, now we'll go to the beets. I have Cylindra beets. I have never tried these, but they fascinate me because they're long and they look like a carrot, but they're a beet. And I'm a beet lover. This one is from last year. This is the seed I grew last year, and they did well. That is Detroit Supreme. This is other root vegetable. These are carrots. This is a black carrot called Pusa acida black. Things that are darker in color like this are very good for your gut health. This is a regular Danvers carrot and a Nantes carrot. And look at this carrot. Isn't that interesting? This is a Lila Lu Sang carrot. It's purple on the outside, orange in the middle. And these two are radishes. So those are my root vegetables for now. I haven't got all of my seeds yet, most of them, but not all of them. This was a free package from Baker's Creek. Not sure. I've not been an eggplant fan, but if you guys have a fail-safe recipe, give me a like and put it in the comment section, because I would love to, because they're pretty. I think they're pretty, and I've heard they grow well here, but I've never had a good recipe to try them. So it's called Antigua eggplant. I have some lettuces here. Butter Crunch lettuce, kind of a familiar one. This one is called Paris Island. Paris Island grows really well here, and if you let it go to seed, it comes up every spring. Even in our freezing temperatures here in Minnesota. Comes up every spring. Although the second year isn't as good as the first year, honestly. This is iceberg lettuce. And iceberg lettuce, while it's not really that nutritious, when you grow it in your own garden, it gets more sun. A lot of times the iceberg lettuce, I think they grow commercially, they protect it from the sun a little bit so it stays, paler. I like when it grows in full sun, it gets a little darker. And this one is a Paris again. And then this one is a purple one called romaine type lettuce. And it's called Outrageous, I think is what the name of it is. And so far, I've only got my one thing of peppers. The package of hot peppers is yet to arrive. It's supposed to arrive in the next day or two. But Sugar Rush Peach, I am not a hot pepper person. And this is a hot pepper, but it has a real fruity flavor. And I don't use a lot of it, but I use a bit of it in like salsas and stuff. It's excellent in salsas. Okay, now here is puppy food. You're gonna laugh when you see this. Here's my dog's favorite food, dragon tongue beans. He loves these. I've got two of them here. I succession plant beans, so there's more beans than I will use. Some of these are seeds that I've saved over the years, so take it with a grain of salt. Then here's like Kentucky Wonder, Blue Lake, more Blue Lake, Tender Green improved. He likes the green ones too, but he really likes those better. And the Kentucky Wonder, these are a pole bean. I'll grow these in the corn patch and they'll climb the corn stalks. So that grows in the corn, with the corn. Okay. That's all I have for, I forgot. I have celery over here. Utah Tall is such a good grower. You only need about 3 plants. Produces all the celery you can use for the summer. Just wonderful. And it is chewier than the celery you get in the store. The flavor is 100 times better. It is so much better. If you get a chance to grow your own celery, do that. It is wonderful. You'll love it. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.